being able to adapt. This is a huge issue for players that a lot of them don't even know they have. A lot of Apex players, and I mean a lot, have a bag of tricks that they use in every single fight no matter what. Maybe it's something you saw Asu or Imperial Hal, or even something you saw on TikTok and it worked for them, so you tried it out, saw good results the one time, and now you do it every single game over and over and over. And if it doesn't work, you have no idea how to handle it and start to panic. These small bag of tricks are called gimmicks, and don't get me wrong, some players can use these gimmicks to extreme effect and do really well with them. Samc had his tap strafing, Fade had his ziplines, Caution has his grenade throws, Squirrel has his slingshots. There are all sorts of examples. So I'm not trying to say don't have something that works for you, but what I am trying to say is don't over rely on it and learn other things, so that if your plan A doesn't work, you still have B or C or D to move on to and help you win that fight. If all you're doing is relying on gimmicks to help you climb, eventually you'll run into people that know how to handle them and will shut you down easily. And this doesn't just go for gimmicks, this also applies to the people that have only one or two ways that they know how to play the game. They have a set plan in mind before the game even starts, and if it doesn't go the way they thought it would, they shut down and don't know what to do. Also, I know that most people have a legend that they love to play. I know I do. But sometimes a harsh reality is they aren't that good after certain ranks. In low elo, you may be able to get away with them, but as soon as you start to climb higher and higher, players will understand how to exploit them and use the holes in your team comp against you. So as much as some people don't like to swap off their main in ranked, it is best to learn how to play at least one meta character so that you can be more useful to your team and have less holes that enemies can use against you. Take Mirage for example. In Gold or Platinum, players may not be as well trained on how to spot who the real one is. But for someone like me, I know the tiny details that point out the real one. So in most scenarios, I'm able to find Mirage and kill him because he doesn't know that I know. These are some of those things that play into being inconsistent, because some games your gimmicks or plans work out and then sometimes they don't. Sometimes the legend you play works out and sometimes it doesn't. But once you learn how to adapt and play around new people and other things like that, you'll see it was a lot easier than you thought to climb. Now, the next thing to keep in mind that may be contributing to this feeling is that solo players are